Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I am Steven. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master for Magic and Misfits. Tonight, I'd like to introduce you to not only myself, but our players as well. Um, Over the next few hours, probably two, you're going to be introduced to the players. You're going to be introduced to to their characters, and I'd like you to just sit back and enjoy the show. First thing that I would like to do is, of course, uh, introduce you to myself, um, and and tell you a little bit about me. Tell you, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a little over 5 years. I've been probably dungeon mastering for roughly about 4 years. Oh, who just joined?
Grandioso.
Oh, what's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Uh, you don't have to join just yet, but but now that you're here, um, so as I said, I've been playing for roughly about 5 years, um, and the thing that inspired me to continue playing is Jesus Christ is I really enjoyed how the game worked. I like the idea that that we can take this this game and uh, and become uh, different people. I like the idea that we can take these characters and bring them to a whole uh, different world, to escape certain real world issues, which I won't go into. But um, so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to one of the players who actually surprisingly wasn't one of the first to join the hangout, and that person will be Renee. So as soon as she joins, then we can get started on her interview. Or we can just skip to one of the people that are here. How do technical difficulties? How do we share the YouTube link? We need viewers. We have one viewer. Hmm. Where?
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
She's trying to figure it out. Just letting you know.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
okay. There she is. All right. We're
Hello.
we are back.
Oh, hold on. Sorry,
that
I
was-
need to get off chat. Oh God.
It's okay. Nobody's perfect on their first episode.
Okay, I can hear you guys now. I didn't hear anything you were saying before because I had muted my laptop because I'm an idiot.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So, Renee.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. It is a pleasure to be DMing for you. We've known each other for a little while. So, I guess to start things off, please introduce yourself to our one viewer.
Stop. So, my name is Renee. I am an amateur voice actor and a meme, and I'm just here to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Awesome. And about how long have you been playing Dungeons and Dragons?
I've been playing for around almost 2 years. Sorry about that. I've been playing for almost 2 years now. So it's been quite some time. Not enough though. Never enough.
Is it ever though? Is it ever really enough?
No. Until you're playing every day, all day, it's never enough.
No. And even then, you know, have to become like Dungeons and Dragons World and have 10 days.
Exactly.
Yeah. What inspired you to continue playing?
What inspired me to continue playing? I think it was just being able to be really silly with my friends in a world that technically didn't exist. Just being able to kind of have that escapism and just spend 4, 8, 10 hours rolling dice, doing terrible maths, and pretending to be a magical creature from this world that contains magic and all sorts of possibilities. So yeah, I think that's what kept me going.
Absolutely. I mean, it's that's very similar to what I said too. You know, Dungeons and Dragons is definitely a good escape. Is the words that I used. So, what character will you be playing in this campaign?
I will be playing Kane, who is I can say like race and class, right?
Yeah.
So I will be playing Kane, who is an Asimar fighter, and she's, I'm still trying to figure her out. She doesn't have a voice yet, which will be interesting. But she's very much the type of person who wants to kind of explore and travel and likes openness and freedom, but then also doesn't mind being at home and being surrounded by family and whatever family means to her. So she's a very interesting character in comparison to all my other trash characters. I have a tendency to play trash boys, so he'll be very interesting, very, very interesting.
What do you feel this character kind of says about you as a person?
I think trash. Yes, that's what it says about me. I have a firm belief that, family isn't always blood, and that even the family that isn't blood, you still treat them the same. Like, you still treat them with the same amount of loyalty and the same amount of care and the same amount of heart and the same amount of dedication. And it's something that I've kind of held dear to me for a long, long time. So I feel like she is the exaggeration and the embodiment of that kind of belief that, you know, friends that you meet along the journey of your life can become family. Yeah, I could just be rambling, but you know, I see that correlation when I look at her in retrospect.
Mm-hmm. And to our one viewer, I do I do want to mention that a lot of these questions will be sort of repetitive. So just know that that you're going to be hearing a lot of the same questions, but hopefully very different answers. So,
Yes.
and finally,
Ooh.
For people who are watching now,
Mm-hmm.
people who will be watching hopefully in the future,
Hell yeah.
um, people who have maybe never played Dungeons and Dragons before, what would you say to those people about this game?
It is a wild ride. Be prepared for emotions and be prepared to get attached to your character. There is no, I don't make the rules. That just happens. You just have to be prepared for that. If, you know, if you're trepidatious about starting Dungeons and Dragons because, you know, people say it's more of a guy thing than a girl thing, or like, tell them, and excuse my language, tell them to fuck off. Because it is for everyone. And you just need to find the right people that you click with, the people who understand you and the people who get you on a deeper creative level in order to be happy and play. If you're not feeling right in your current game, don't play in your current game. Play with people who make you laugh and make you cry and make you feel that like personalization with the scenes and the adventures that you go on. That's the essence of Dungeons and Dragons. And in the end of it, just have fun. Like, it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot win Dungeons and Dragons also. Just as a rule. You don't, no one necessarily wins Dungeons and Dragons. Just to put that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Dungeons and Dragons is not a game of winning. Dungeons and Dragons, as I've always kind of explained it to my players, is it's a game about adventure and life, essentially. These characters, yes, they're written down on pieces of paper or they're created on online character sheets, but you have to always look at these characters as if they are living people. They are people in a world, in a moving world. Everybody has their own thing that makes their character perfect. That allows them to fit into this world that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into a game, you know, just seeing the paper that it's written on, then you tend to lose that connection to your character, and it becomes more about like, oh well, if I'm gonna die in this next scene, then well, what's the next character that I'm gonna make, you know? But if you look at them like people, and you think about you know, oh, my character is on their last legs. How are the people around them going to be affected? How are there possible families that they've left behind to go on this adventure? How are they going to be affected by the loss of this character? And yeah, I mean,
that's a lot of truth.
Yeah. Well, so thank you, Renee.
No problem.
And I very much look forward, as I said before, to running this game for all of you as a whole. And
I'm excited.
Me too. But moving on. Thank you, Renee.
Disappear. Goodbye.
Moving on. Next person is someone that I'm proud to say I introduced to this game. Someone who I can honestly say I've seen grow, who has truly uh, shown a difference from the beginning of his journey to to the current state. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to my one of my best friends, John.
Hello, hello. Thank you for the introduction, Steve.
Of course, of course. If you can just put on your headphones, if that's possible, so
They
that we
are
can
on. Can you hear
hear.
me now? Hello
Oh,
there.
oh, very loud family. I love your family though.
I know, I love them too. Not.
so, so I introduced you, but but please introduce yourself to our two viewers. Or
Hello there,
girl.
two viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time zone you're in, but my name is Jonathan. How you guys doing? I live in New York, the Bronx, BX, BX.
Oh, I hate you.
I have to do a shout out to the Bronx one time.
Yeah, yeah, you're a douche. Okay, so um, I mean, I of course know the answer to this, but to the viewers, how long have you been playing Dungeons and Dragons?
I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons over a little, I want to say 2 years now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
And
2 long, exciting years.
yeah, um, and I mean, I don't really need to like ask so much about your inspiration because I've pretty much forced you into playing uh,
Monster.
many times
So many hours spent.
through adult dragons at your first level characters.
I hate you so much. I still have
Oh man.
flashbacks.
but um okay, so what inspired you to continue playing besides my force feeding?
No, that pretty much sums it all. Nah.
Oh jeez.
I've always been a big fan of RPGs since I was a kid, of role playing games. So Dungeons and Dragons for me was just like the next level to that. And
Hmm.
it's exciting to be in a world where someone creates and you get to be a part of that world and you actually, like as you said earlier, you are that character, which is a lesson you taught me at the very beginning. So you can't think of it as, just someone on a piece of paper. You are that character, you give them life, which is pretty exciting.
Hmm.
Like, will they survive till the next day? What's going to happen next? It's exciting to give life to something in a world of fantasy where you could be chilling one minute, then all of a sudden two freaking dragons come out of nowhere and just fuck your whole day up.
Yeah, yeah, that is very true. Dungeons and Dragons is a feisty creature in and of itself. um, what creature? I was going to say, what character will you be playing in this campaign?
My character's name is Gardane, and he will be a cleric mountain dwarf.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, I've been told I am a dwarf myself.
Yeah, mainly because of your size.
I hate you. My size, my beard, and my ability to consume many ounces of alcohol and have poison resistance the next day.
Oh my God, isn't that the truth? Um, how does your character reflect you besides the massive amounts of alcohol consumption?
Garden, he's very loud. In the sense, we're both loud, but we also have our moments of peace. We're just quiet. We're just taking everything in, observing our surroundings, analyzing,
Hmm.
and just trying to make the next best step, if possible.
Yeah.
As you know me good enough that I always, you know, tend to say what comes out of my mouth, no filter. So we're very much like that. Like I don't hold back. So Garden will definitely be saying it as it is.
Yeah, 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 that makes it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that you would choose that character and build them that way.
I
Um,
I did all that just to annoy you. Be
yeah.
ready.
Oh God. um, and same final question for you.
Okay.
Uh, if you can give advice to new players, what would you say?
My advice to anybody out there who's ever heard about D&D and been interesting to play it, just go for it. Take a chance. Don't be afraid to ask many questions. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be. I've annoyed the crap out of this man for 2 years now. Surprised he hasn't blocked me on all social medias by now. But yeah, just take a chance. Don't worry what other people think. Just get lost in the world. Have fun.
And that's something that I'm more than willing to add to is John always was the type of player to stop me mid section if he didn't understand something, to ask, how do I roll this, how do I find this or do this. As a matter of fact, he and I playing one-on-one games on his stoop uh, at like
Stupid.
at like two to 4 in the morning, is what made me a better dungeon master, and I can honestly say made him an even better player. Um, he those questions are definitely something that that you should never be ashamed to ask or anything like that. You should always be willing to go the extra mile and say like, "Hey, DM, how do I do this? What is this? What is this skill? If you want me to roll Arcana, what is that exactly? What am I finding? Like, things like that. If you don't understand something, I'm sure you've heard it all your lives that that this is something that that works. You don't understand something, ask. Um, yeah, so I appreciate you for that, John, because your
And I appreciate you,
questions,
Steve.
your questions have truly made you evolve over the past few years.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for introducing me to Dungeons and Dragons. I look forward to this campaign we're going to start.
Of course, of course. Um, Now, with that said, I do want to point out that one of our players will not be joining us today. Uh, he he goes by Aussie Warlock on Twitch. If you want to follow him there, uh, he's a great dude. Unfortunately, or the Aussie Warlock. Sorry. Um, uh, he's a great dude. He is supposed to be playing a human rogue. Unfortunately, due to prior engagements, he was not able to join us this evening. Um, but the show must go on. So, next on the list, Jordan, please.
What's up?
What's up, man? So please introduce yourself to the 3 viewers now. Moving on
Uh,
up.
my name is Grandioso, also known as Jordan. I will be playing the Dragonborn Paladin named Moko.
What's the real name?
The real name is Mohurawa Koturoin Epiwui Achuwaha Wawai.
God bless you.
Also known as Moko.
Yes, yes. Oh man. So, how long have you been playing this wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons?
Just a little over a month.
Welcome. uh, who introduced you to the game?
Who introduced me to the game? I would say it was equally Rebecca and Renee.
Hmm. Renee, who we spoke to earlier, and Rebecca, who we will speak to hopefully soon. Hmm. And in that month that you've been playing, you are essentially this new player that we've been talking about. So, what is it that really caught your eye about Dungeons and Dragons?
The potential to have adventures only limited by your imagination. Um, being able to share that world with friends um, is really motivating me to want to keep playing and to learn more about the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, absolutely. Um, so you kind of answered one of the questions already in your introduction. But how would you say that character reflects you?
Character me that we both have an act of devotion that we follow, um, just trying to live our lives.
Mhm.
Um, my character's devotion is to pursuing his own goals, where mine is a bit more the opposite, selfless. Uh, but in our opposites, we're somewhat the same in our end goals.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, now, again, as a new player yourself, I'm sure you kind of have a little more insight, uh, being so new to this wonderful magical world. So, how would you give advice to someone that's brand spanking new, or in your position, just as long with the same amount of time as you playing this game?
It's really just about finding a good group that you can play with and you can interact with well and have good chemistry with, because uh, the vast majority of people that play Dungeons and Dragons are just great people, and they love talking about Dungeons and Dragons. And even if what you think is a stupid question, they would love to say just because it's Dungeons and Dragons, and they can pass on their tradition of playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm, yeah, yep, very true, very very true. As a matter of fact, I recently learned that this this game is so big. There is even a state senator who plays Dungeons and Dragons. The Washington State Senator plays Dungeons and Dragons. There are actors who play influential people all over the world that play this game. It's even being included in schools as a teaching tool for kids. So this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful tool. Um, to get into. There's things like teaching you how to do simple math. Um, things like uh, all of that. I mean, there's so much to get into as far as how much D&D is helpful to a young learning mind. Um, and Grandi, in your short time that you have been playing Dungeons and Dragons, I can honestly say that you pick it up so quickly, and I truly appreciate you as a person and you as a player. So I thank you for being a part of this campaign, and I definitely look forward to seeing how you grow throughout the continuation over the following weeks and months and years. Uh, so, yes, yeah,
Well, I would say I only know so much because I have great teachers.
yes, they are in fact great teachers. So, thank you very much, Grandi. Um, let's see if our gnome is ready. Uh, Google Hangouts. Gotta love this site. Um, any luck? Any luck? Any luck? Says he's online. He must be having some technical issues connecting to the link because on phone dishes. Yes, I did say dishes. Thank you, Rebecca, for pointing that out online. um, Unfortunately, I don't think that we will be able to get uh, Eric in here uh, tonight, but we do have one more player that we can talk to. The one, the only. Rebecca.
I forgot to unmute myself.
Yeah, you did. It's okay. It's okay because we're live.
Renee, my wife. Not really. Just on Mantaro. So,
yeah.
I am ready for your questions.
Yes. Yes. I am ready to interview you. Because here we are. It's begun.
It has begun. Can you hear me all right, by the way?
I can. You are coming through very clear. Is my mic coming in clear is the question.
It's coming in clear.
That is a damn surprise.
I know, right? It's almost like trying to damage it made it fix itself.
I know, right? I know. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
To one of the viewers, I did not try to damage the mic at all. Cough, cough. As it was something I borrowed.
Jeez. Okay, so moving on. I have a cat staring at me right now.
Rebecca.
Yes.
How long have you been playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, let me tell you about my journey with Dungeons and Dragons. And the only reason I'm telling this story is because it is relevant. So,
okay.
Back probably about 2 years ago, my parents got divorced. And as a way to kind of deal with all of that, I was like, okay, I want to pick up something that's fun, something that's like, yeah. So our neighbor across the street played Dungeons and Dragons with a group of friends. So we went over with him one night and played Dungeons and Dragons. And the thing that really interested me about it was DMing. So I was like, oh my God, I have to get the books. I have to get everything. I need dice and I'm going to be a DM someday. And so, yeah, I've been playing D&D for about 2 years now.
2 years and you're already thinking about DMing. As a matter of fact, speaking of you DMing, do you maybe have something to tell the audience?
So I'm going to be DMing my own show called Maiden Voyage, and it's an all-girls D&D group, and we're all gonna have fun and play awesome characters, and I'm gonna be the DM, and it's gonna be so cool. And Renee is gonna be playing a trash boy because trash boys. She dabs. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But,
she's our resident dabber, by the way.
Yes, she dabs many, many a times. So, I'm Maiden Voyage. It's going to be on this channel, starting up next year, because as a new DM, I still have a lot to learn.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
And by next year, she's doing that like corny next year. Where like it's
less
like
than a month away.
December. It's like December 31st, and you're gonna see somebody tomorrow, and you're like, yeah, I'll see you next year.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's that kind of next year. So please stay tuned to the channel. Did you
Don't forget
announce
to hit that subscribe button.
Yes, subscribe, please.
Subscribe. Announce.
But did you announce the title of your
voyage?
Maiden's Voyage.
Maiden Voyage, not maidens.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you. Okay.
No.
Yeah, Maiden Voyage. Yes, it's just one single maiden, Renee.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, Maiden Voyage. It's going to give you all a little inside look. It's going to be taking place in the Feywild. So if you're interested in the Feywild, then definitely tune in. And I totally didn't just do finger guns. Okay.
All right.
Next question.
What inspired you to continue playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh gosh. Probably the people that I met playing Dungeons and Dragons. I've met a lot of really cool people. And it's just kept me kind of coming back to the game and being like, okay, I messed up this, but we're going to go back to this, especially with those vicious mockery moments. I'm not good at mocking things, so bear with me.
Yeah, she's the type of bard that would use vicious mockery and be like, hey, stupid head.
Yep, pretty much. Hey, you're dumb. That's it.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, speaking of bards, I kind of gave something away, but
I think I kind of gave it away first.
Yeah, a little bit. But your character is a bard. But
yes,
tell us a little more about your character.
So my character,
not too much. Obviously.
My character's name is Celeste, and she is a high elf bard. As an elf, she is very young, even though she's like 37, I think is what I put.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so by elf standards, 100 is mature. So if you think about it, like with human years, when they turn 100, they're turning 18. So she's still really young, but she's been through a lot, and I'm really excited for you guys to figure out her story and where she's come from. I don't want to give anything really away because I like telling things in story.
Yes.
Yes. But she's a bard. She plays the flute, sometimes the violin, and she also knows how to play dulcimer, because why not?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
It's a thing. Look it up.
I will.
So, yeah, that's kind of the basis. She's a bard. She's very intelligent. She has a background in astronomy and is very interested in the stars.
So, awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. And what would you say? How would you say this this character reflects you?
Well, I'm also a musician. I play the violin, and I too want to be very smart, just like Celeste. And like she's just kind of like a projection of like the person that I want to be in the future, like someone who is very smart, someone who's maybe not the coolest person in the room, but still is cool because she thinks she's cool. And as Renee is putting in the chat, cinnamon roll. She is a cinnamon roll.
Yes.
I want to be
yes.
a cinnamon roll.
And finally, what advice would you give to you as a DM and a player? What would you give? What advice would you give to new DMs and new players?
So,
we'll start with players first.
I was going to say, I'm going to start with players first. As a player, I would say just try it. Like, if you're uncomfortable, just try it. It's so much fun. Like, just relax. You're going to mess up. It happens to the best of us. But the thing is, it's a game, and no one cares because everybody messes up all the time. And honestly, that's sometimes half the fun.
Yes, that is very, very true.
So
being willing to mess up, being willing to mess up,
from your mistakes.
And learn from your mistakes, but being willing to mess up in the game, especially in this kind of medium where we're online, we're not in front of each other.
No.
A dice roll is everything, right? Being willing to say, like, you know what, yes, I did get only a 3 on my dice roll, means a whole lot more than always every single time that you roll saying like, yep, I hit, yep, I hit, yep, I hit, right? Because let's be honest,
that's no
dice
fun.
games, as long as there have been dice games, people have fudge rolls. However, failing sometimes is a lot more fun and gives a better story than always succeeding. So
also, another point of advice, if you feel like something is going to go down that is way too out of your realm, it's okay to not fight. There are other ways to get around things. And that's as a player and as a DM.
yeah.
But also as a DM, if you're interested in DMing, play a lot and DM a lot because it's definitely an acquired skill. It's difficult. And you're going to be, if you watch Maiden Voyage, you're going to be seeing me fail a lot. But the point is to have fun and have, like all of us have been saying, have fun with your friends and laugh a lot, roll some dice, and see what happens.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. I think that's all the advice I have.
I think so. I think you did just fine. I think that's perfect amount of advice. With that said, though,
are we rolling dice?
I think
I have my dice.
Getting all jumpy right now. Wait, are we good? I don't know. My camera just got all weird and jumpy.
You're good.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that was weird.
I also wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at my dice.
Oh.
Oh yeah, another piece of advice: don't spend all your money on dice.
What? How dare you spend all the money on dice?
Only if they're cool.
Spend all your money on dice.
Only if they're cool, like this double D20.
Don't ever buy groceries ever again. Just buy dice only.
You can eat the dice.
You can inhale the dice.
Inhale the dice. That is the only way to become a true D&D. Don't inhale the dice. Don't inhale.
Please, Lord, don't.
No, we're not condoning children eating dice.
Oh God.
You can be the dice.
Be the dice. Don't eat the dice.
I forgot about children. Oh God, I forgot about children.
Just roll on the floor.
Dice.
Yep.
Don't eat dice.
Yep.
Okay. But with that said, these are but 4 of the of what I've lovingly started to call them, the misfits. These magical misfits of ours have been introduced to you. But now, any true Session Zero needs a little something. So, let's begin. You have each received a letter. In this letter is written in your own tongue. If you're a human, then you receive the letter in common. A dragonborn received the letter in Draconic. A dwarf in Dwarven, a Asimar in Celestial, and an elf in Elven. It was an invitation to the city of Ilfrey on the continent of Asari. Each of you found your own way to the continent. If you lived on the continent of Ikora, you may have taken a horse or some other land-based vehicle to get to the continent of Asari. Who knows? Maybe you sailed from across the world. But for some reason, on your way, you realize this letter has meaning. Why me? As you pull in to the town, either by dock or front gate, you look around and you see massive amounts of partying going on. This year, the famed tavern crawl has arrived here. Now, most of you know that every other year the tavern crawl might be on this continent or that continent. But you've all been called here. The city of Ilfrey, or the town of Ilfrey. You know it to be a small, quaint farming town. Not much happens here. But on this occasion, the excitement has grown. All of the farmers have come into the town to enjoy the festivities. Work has stopped for an entire day just to drink and have fun and prepare themselves for what could possibly be the highlight of their lives. As the four of you enter the town, the front gate and the port are roughly very close to each other. So you definitely see a small elven girl, a dragonborn walking in, a dwarf, and I feel like those would really be the ones that kind of stick out the most. As Asimar look quite human, so that wouldn't necessarily be a dead giveaway. However, if I can get a perception check from all of you, please.
Ooh, first rolls. Okay, perception.
First roll of the campaign.
I don't know what dice to roll. This one. Whew, natural 19. So that's
Nice.
22.
I got a 17.
I got a 9.
22, 17.
22.
All right.
Renee, what did you get? Renee. Renee. Hope she's
Live TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Renee, we can't hear you.
No.
Hello?
Okay,
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
Sad. I got a natural 20, so that's a 21.
Oh.
What the
Ooh.
heck?
Yeah.
Ooh. She
I like
sees
Okay.
screamed
everything.
it.
So, just about everyone except for the Dragonborn. You see,
Aw, Grin.
you see, 4 goblins standing off in the distance. They're all huddled together, and the natural 20, because even though you rolled higher, a natural 20 is still a natural 20. You see that they seem to be planning something. They look up to no good.
All right.
But they are a good probably about 60 feet away from where you are all standing. They are outside of the city gates. The city gate or the town gates. I need to keep remembering that. The word city is stuck in my head. Maybe it's because I'm from New York. But you see the wall, like there are high stone walls, but on the outside of the gate, you see them huddled around some trees. And yeah, you can definitely tell they're up to no good.
She'll keep her eye on them while she's before she walks in.
Hmm.
Won't make a big deal out of it, but we'll definitely make sure she's keeping her eye out.
Okay.
Celeste is kind of gonna casually walk maybe in a little, maybe like a semicircle, going near them and then going back away like she's going somewhere else,
Okay.
acting like she's lost.
So how close exactly do you get?
Closest would be 30 feet.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing if they react in any way.
And the dwarf, Gardain, what do you do?
Grandi.
Grandi,
You-
I'm just.
Oh wait, no. Gardain.
I noticed the goblins, right?
Yes. You noticed them, but it wasn't like necessarily high enough to notice what they're up to. You just see that they are grouped around the entrance to the city.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm just walking around, appreciating the fine architect around me.
Hmm.
I probably just walk by them. They didn't notice them.
Hmm. No,
Yeah.
you do notice them. That's what I'm
I do
telling
notice that.
you.
Like I see them, but I just like ignore them, appreciating the fine architect of the gate itself.
So as you pass by, how close would you say you are to them as you're passing them? And
Maybe
what
like
languages do you speak?
I speak. That's a good question. I don't speak Goblin, but I will say I will get like within 10 feet of them.
Well, you can. Well, within 10 feet, as you're passing by, you can definitely hear them.
I love
I-
them.
I
Don't
think
hunt
to
them.
myself, they need throat lodgings.
Hell
They'll
yeah.
have colds.
Um, Roll me an insight check.
The goblin.
Sure.
Okay, just him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait
yeah.
for it. That would be a 17 on the die with a +4, 21.
Good
Nice.
God. With that
Plus
roll,
4? Jeez.
Damn.
with that roll, even in not understanding the language, you can tell by the inflections in their voice that that they are planning something.
I just look at them like all suspicious while stroking my long beard.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And let's see. Hmm. Hmm.
Ooh.
So
Mm.
I don't like that.
Yeah. We all die.
I feel
Nice
like he's
game,
just
guys.
trying to intimidate us.
It's a power move.
Power move.
He's intimidating us with
Oh, yeah, well,
noise.
I'll roll some dice too.
Okay. So
My die went. Uh-oh.
We're back.
Don't worry.
So,
it's okay.
two of the goblins look over at you,
Yeah, I'm looking right back at them, stroking my beard.
and two of them pull out an arrow and notch their bow and say, "Bleh, bleh, bleh, bleh."
From 30 feet away, can I hear this?
Yeah,
Yes.
can I hear this too? Or
Yes.
am I too far away?
They're
But
getting hostile.
okay.
I take
Can
out
I-
my shield and my warhammer, and I just mock them by repeating them.
Oh no. I bet you said something really insulting.
I speak Undercommon. Do they speak Undercommon by any chance?
No.
Or is it fucking so no one understands?
No. The other two turn around
Mm-hmm.
and pull swords. Pull out. Each of them pull out a scimitar
Oh,
and say, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Oh.
oh, to me? Oh, you do speak English. Who are you, and why are you pulling out weapons on me?
You are Dorf. We don't care about you.
Oh, excuse me. I was just here minding my own business. Thank you very much. Your friends over there sound like they need some throat lodgings.
Go away, ugly Dorf. Go away.
Wow.
This is the best interaction ever.
Who you calling ugly, a green booger?
We can all hear this, right? We can
Yes,
all hear
now-
this conversation happening.
All of you hear this now. At this point, even
We hear green booger.
even Grandi with your 9.
Oh, bless you.
You hear. You go away. You go away now.
No, you go away. You go away now. How about that?
How about that?
One of the.
How about that? I'm really concerned at
one
where
of the
my
ones-
dice went.
One of the ones in the back kind of leans up, but you could tell that he's kind of dumb. He leans up to the one that's talking to you and says, "Return your man." We
So I am not a human. I am a dwarf. I slam my hammer against my shield.
I don't talk about you. I talk about human in the town. We wait for more goblin.
Oh, you're planning to kill someone now? Murder?
The one that you've been talking to turns around and smacks him in the face. Shut up, stupid.
My God.
I said, hey, I was talking to the dumb one over there. Tell me more about this human.
Mm-hmm. Roll. Are you trying to intimidate him or persuade him?
Persuade him.
Try the persuasion, please.
Oh yeah. Wait for it. That will be a 2 plus a 3, which is a 5.
That's cute.
Can I say that Kane hearing this hilarious conversation, she has kind of like stopped walking away, backtracked, and is leaning up against the wall with her arms crossed, just listening in.
Okay.
Do I
Yeah.
notice her do this?
Celeste just
No,
kind of...
your back would be to them.
Oh, to her, okay.
Celeste, what are you doing?
So she would kind of start walking back over to where the commotion is, kind of like nonchalantly, just kind of like not walking straight towards the action, but like kind of like zigzagging maybe a little bit, trying to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I'm also noticing what's going on, and I'm not fully combat ready, but I have myself positioned to start fighting if it pops off.
Okay. One of the other goblin that was also pointing his arrow at you leans up and whispers something in goblin, and the goblin in front smacks him again. Smacks that one, and he kind of stumbles back and goes to turn around to walk away.
I said, you stop. Where are you going? Don't let him smack you like that. Smack him back.
Defend yourself.
Glog too big. Glog too big.
Do you want me to smack him?
All the same size.
I look at them weird, like, do you want me to smack him? I'll smack him for you.
No, then we have to kill you.
Oh, just a bunch of little murderous little goblins.
Well,
hanging
yeah,
out in front of the gate.
I forgot that I was the one that had to go get the other goblins. So I go now.
You go get the other goblins?
Mm-hmm.
By now, would I kind of be like right by? I'm sorry, Jonathan. What's your character's name again?
Gardane.
Gargane. Would I be near Gargane?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of put a hand on his shoulder. I don't think it would be good to anger these ones. Maybe try a different tactic.
I'm sorry. What is your character again? What race?
She's a elf.
Elf. So I look up to this elf talking to me. I just look at her and I'm like, but they started it. They're talking about murder.
Oh well, if they're trying, are you trying to murder people? She kind of looks at the goblins.
I mean, we have to.
No, you don't.
Who told you have to murder?
You don't have to murder.
Have you ever considered another career plan?
They all
Have you spoken to your career officer?
They all point, like when you ask who told them to kill, they all point to the one that you were originally talking to. He even points to himself.
I'm gonna go. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
At least he's an honest booger.
The booger. I'm gonna go up to the honest booger then, and just kind of be like, I'm gonna crouch down so I'm the same height as the goblin, and
I follow right behind her because I'm a little concerned.
And I just kind of look at him in the eyes. I look him in the eyes. You don't have to murder people. You really don't. Why are you going to murder people?
They're too happy. I don't like happy humans. I like dead humans. Dead! I like them out dead!
Well, why don't you be happy with the humans?
They don't like goblins.
But
Well, maybe you can change their mind.
Maybe it's because you kill all the humans. You hear Kane say from behind you all.
Who said that?
You turn around and you see this like red curly haired woman with a tricorn hat and a black kind of coat that's tattered along the edges, and she has her arms crossed, looking very unimpressed, but also sort of amused at the boogers that are talking right now.
I love that that's the name for them.
Yes, they're now bookers.
Honestly.
Garden looks at her and he just hears a name in his head. Carmen Sandiego. What?
Carmen Sandiego. Oh my god. So Celeste is going to turn her attention back to the goblin. I would really hate for us to have to intervene on your plans, but we can't let you just kill humans.
Then you might have to die.
I'd like to see you try.
I really don't think so. And I'm going to cast Sleep on the goblin.
Nice.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Where are my D8s?
Get all the D8s.
Well, I
have to roll
5.
something.
It's crap. Let me pull up the spell.
I got it.
Okay. I roll 5 D8, and it has to do with their hit points.
Oh yeah. You right.
You right. You good.
You good.
19. So if it's how many hit points does I guess does it have less than?
You rolled a 19.
19.
Yeah.
2 5s, 2 4s, and a 1.
Yeah. You see him just.
I catch him real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's better. Maybe we can all have some fun now. And I look to the other goblins.
They all their eyes go really wide. They killed him! They killed him!
No. I did not kill him. He's just asleep.
Roll for initiative. Oh god.
Roll for initiative.
Upon seeing this, this 6'6" giant dragonborn paladin comes forward. I have my sword drawn, and I just tell them, "You don't want to do this." Attempt to intimidate them into not fighting.
Okay, roll for intimidate, please.
I rolled so low on initiative.
Me too. I got an 8.
Oh my god. I got a 3.
6.
I got a 3.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die by green boogers.
I got a 9.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, guys.
8.
Watch the goblins roll super high.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Shit.
I have like a -1 initiative or something. Maybe -5 initiative.
And I rolled a 10 on initiative.
God, I
Oh,
hope
boy.
so.
I rolled an 8.
Ooh.
Well, I rolled a 6, but I have a +2, so it's an 8.
So they all go before you.
Damn.
Nice.
Damn.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Okay. Let me write down the initiative. So, oh wait, let me use a pencil because I'm not dumb.
Are you sure about that?
Goblins. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh Jesus.
And then what was the next highest after 18?
I think it was Moko.
I
Because
got
got
a
a
10.
10. Yeah, and I got an 8.
I got a 6.
I got a 3.
So
We're
Moko,
bringing up the rear,
Celeste,
guys. We're bringing up the rear.
Moko,
That's
Celeste,
the best for last.
and then Renee. What's your character's name again?
Kane.
Kane.
So Cain.
I almost said your other character's name. That is going to be in Maiden Voyage.
Oh, hey.
Because Renee is going to be one of our. I think we have 5 players now.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, The one that was walking away turns around, starts freaking out that you just killed Glob. And
They're so dumb. It's just sleep.
Hell yeah.
and is going to shoot an arrow at Celeste.
How dare.
Oh,
So does a 15 hit?
Yes. I
oh,
am
oh
squishy.
no.
I am squishy.
And
Oh,
that's going to be
no.
5 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
I'm still
Buddy.
alive. I look very hurt though.
Oh no.
Ooh. I'm gonna assume a natural 18 will hit you as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Holy cows.
That's gonna be 4 points of piercing.
And I'm down.
Oh no!
No!
I'm a squishy bard.
Hello, Sway.
There she goes again.
Well, I'm dead.
The one with
No.
that was standing next to Glob. He looks at the door, says, "You start this! You started it!" And will attack him. Does a 15 hit?
Miss.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I really hope that someone can heal.
And I do believe that there is no save against a sleep, so that one is still asleep.
It's
So-
asleep until it takes damage. Wait.
Until it takes damage or is shaken by a companion.
Yeah, I was gonna make sure it wasn't like if I go unconscious, then.
I don't think it's concentration.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Mm.
All right, Moko. You see this poor girl who was only trying to help.
Bless Celeste.
Drop to 2 arrows. The dwarf got swung on, but he missed. And your turn.
Okay, I am going to. Can I heal Celeste, or do I have to wait until she does a not be unconscious?
No,
No,
you can.
you can heal her. She's only unconscious.
Okay, then I'm going to use lay on hands
Nice.
Nice.
and heal her for 5 HP.
Yay!
Nice.
Hey.
I kind of continue to lay on the ground, pretending to be dead.
Oh no!
I believe is lay on hands an action or a bonus action?
It is an action.
Action.
Okay. All right. So Celeste, you're up next.
So I am going to just gonna play dead.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So
I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna play dead and let them think I'm dead.
all right. So Moko, you know that you healed this poor girl, but she doesn't seem to be moving. As a matter of fact, her tongue even flopped out of her mouth.
Oh my god.
I just kind of roll over
boy.
like.
Kane, you're up.
Okay. Kane is going to sigh, walk forward. Ooh. Sigh and walk forward, and just kind of say to Grandi, Moko, say to Moko, take her away from this, and is going to make 2 slashes towards the nearest, bring out her scimitars and make 2 slashes towards the nearest goblin.
Nice. Roll it.
I almost typed in the command to roll with Avery.
Roll with your dice, girl.
Okay, that's a what? That's a 17 plus 4, 21.
That's a
Yes.
hit.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Tablet.
5 points of slashing damage with the first hit. And then bonus action, she's gonna slash again with the other scimitar. Woo, okay.
On the same one?
Yes.
Okay. And you're hitting which one exactly? The one with the scimitar, or that like swung on the dwarf?
The one that hit Celeste, I'm hitting.
Oh, those are both kind of a little bit farther back.
Oh, okay. Then I'll hit the one with the scimitar then.
Okay.
Slash. And then for the second attack, that's 15 plus 4. So that's 19.
Jeez.
Okay. Yep.
And that's
Quality.
6 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
Damage.
For a 11, I believe that was all together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she will. Yeah, that's all she can really do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Gardane.
Yes, he is.
Go,
So the
Dave.
guy, the goblin from is the one she just slashed twice.
Yep.
He's still alive.
Yeah. Barely.
Oh yeah, very
But
alive.
he looks
alive,
bad.
but he's barely breathing.
I'm going to attack him with my warhammer.
Oh, Jesus.
Squish him.
I just rolled a 4 plus a 5. That's a 9.
Oh no.
He
I think you should roll a different die. Just to
he
be
looks really woozy. Like he kind of, and as you go to swing, he just and like kind of stumbles backwards just a little bit, and you hit the ground with your war hammer, and then he like stumbles back forward to where he was.
I missed.
I have a question. How many goblins are there altogether?
One sleeping, one there, and then the two with the arrows.
Oh my god.
So 4 altogether.
Yay. 4 buggers.
4 boogers. That's one for each nostril for all of us.
Nice.
Okay. Is that all you can do, Gardane?
I'm taking Rebecca's advice and switching dice.
That's a
Give
free
me a
action.
second.
You're fine.
By the way.
All right, free action to use a different dice.
I still haven't
As
found
a-
my giant concern.
I have no other actions, so I will just end my turn.
All right. Moko.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not.
That was probably
You
really
didn't-
loud.
Moko, did you hit one of them? No, right?
No, I use lay on hands.
Oh yeah, you used lay on. Okay, so the ones with the arrows are going to attack Kane.
Don't do that.
So the first arrow flies for a 16. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
No.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing.
Ooh. All right.
Okay. And that is a 7 on the die plus 11. Does 11 hit?
No, 11 misses.
Ooh.
Hey.
So the first one pulls back, hits you with his arrow. They killed Glad.
No, we didn't.
The second one says, "They killed Glad," and he kind of is like shaking so hard that he goes to loose the arrow, and it goes wide.
No. Wop wop wop.
And the last one is still sleeping. Oh no, that's right. There was still one up. My bad.
The one that's woozy.
Yeah, the one that's woozy. He the dwarf is still right in front of him. Does a 15 hit?
On Gardein? No.
Yes. Oh.
No.
So so in his woozy state, he stumbles backwards again. He sees two of you, and he hits the one on the left. And he's sure that he hit that one. Moko, you're up.
Okay, I target one of the archers. How far away am I?
Well, you moved up to Celeste
Yeah.
to lay on hands, so you would be only about 15 feet away.
Okay, so I close the gap within 5 feet, and I go to attack with my longsword.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Roll the hit.
My cat is sleeping and she's precious.
I got a 10. Does that hit?
No.
Damn
Oh.
it.
Is a breath
God damn it, these strong boogers.
weapon is
It's an action.
Is an action. Damn it. All right.
It's an action. Yeah.
I want you to kill my mom.
Well, I figured that I wouldn't, in a crowded area, I wouldn't be using this.
Yeah.
I end my turn.
Okay. Celeste, you are still asleep.
Wait.
I mean, you're
I'm
not asleep, but you're still down, like faking
okay.
your death.
So
Down.
I'm going to quit the charade and get up using half my movement.
John, please. Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers, so it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
On which one?
Oh, we'll do the one the furthest with an arrow.
Okay.
There's a range of like 60 feet on this, so.
Oh. Yes, I like dissonant whispers. Ooh, what happens when he fails? Because I know he failed. I don't even know. I don't even need to know the DC.
He takes
Nice.
3d6 psychic damage. $13 points of psychic damage.
How does it happen for him?
So, as she stands up, she glares at him and starts whispering in a tongue he doesn't understand because it's not real or something. And the quiet voices just penetrate his mind, driving him mad and dealing that many points of psychic damage.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
You see his face just start to change, and he's just. And then out of nowhere, he looks up at you, and the whites of his eyes go blood red, and he just falls flat on his face.
Yes! One hit!
Yes!
You killed him. Was that one of the archers?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
That was the one furthest away that was yelling about me killing one of them. And then I'm going to bonus action look over to Renee, I'm sorry, I can't remember your character's name. What is he again?
Barney. I'm joking. Kane.
Okay.
Kane is the name.
She's gonna look over to Kane and sing staying alive, please don't die, and so you get a d6 inspiration die.
Nice.
I
Thank
would
you.
play violin, but I can't. I'm so sad.
It's okay. I appreciate the song.
In the near future, I will not be singing, so
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
yeah. I could sing Christmas
All right.
carols.
Ooh.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna do that to the audience.
But luckily for you, it is your turn, Kane.
Ooh, okay. So Kane, seeing that one of the archers have been taken out, how far away were the archers?
From where you're all standing, where Celeste was, they would have been 15 away. That one was 20 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just say to whoever's around me, I'll leave that one up to you. And
Sure.
he's going to attack again the one who's woozy, right? He's still up.
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna attack with that action, the one that's woozy, and just take a swipe at him. With a scimitar. Oh. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Damn it.
You have another scimitar.
She does.
Oh wait.
But
roll your bardic inspiration if you want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, 1d6. Sorry, not a d8.
Ooh, so that 11 turns into a 17. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
So
Describe.
So as I
Killing.
swing, I feel my grip on my scimitar kind of slip a bit, and this kind of like just reminding myself of that sweet song that Celeste sung for me just gets me to tighten my grip, and I just cleave its head off with one fell swing.
Nice.
Yeah. I will then bonus action use my second wind to
when you cleave its head off, do me a favor and roll a d100, please.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Okay. D100. Da, 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 da. Ah. So that is a confused. That is 60.
60?
Mm-hmm.
The head flies up,
Oh my god.
flipping and flipping, the blood splashing, and as it comes back down, it hits Glob in the head. And he,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Damn it. I'm sorry. Yep, totally. Bonus action, gonna use my second wind to heal 1d10 plus 1.
Okay.
So that I'm not... Okay, great. Just what Mama needed.
Can't do it.
Huh?
You used your bonus action to wait. No.
No, I only used my action to
She only
you're
used
right.
one
head off.
action.
You're right. You right there. You're right.
Oh, me?
You're right.
Thank you. No.
Yeah, so I heal 5, which is just what I need to get back to max.
Nice.
And I've used my inspiration. Thank you for the insp.
She kind of goes like,
Nice. All right. And Gardine.
Yes. So she killed the one in front of me. So how far are the other two now? From my
the other one was right next to it. He's like he just woke up. He's still down.
Oh, that's the head boss dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
The guy
That's
put
cool.
to sleep.
So he's on the ground prone.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I walk up to him.
Yeah, go on, man.
And I just look at him and I was like, "Hello, sleeping booger beauty." I just want to go for his head with my warhammer.
Nice. Roll at advantage.
Oh yes. Hey, there's a 15 plus 5 for a unnat 20 hit.
Absolutely, it does. Roll that.
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Wait for it. Making a drink right now. A 6 plus 3 for a total damage of 9. Bludgeoning
Nice.
damage.
He and but he does not die. He's got like his eye immediately closed.
Bonus action. Hey, are you sleeping again?
Damn.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Awesome. The goblin in front of Moko is going to kind of just look up at him and drop his bow, pull out his scimitar, and try to cleave at him.
How dare?
Oh no!
How dare you?
A 21 to hit. Moko.
Oh, yeah, 21 hits.
Okay.
21?
21!
21. All right.
21.
That's going to be a 4 slashing damage.
How you
And
looking, buddy?
I'm holding up fairly well.
Oh, good, good.
and he just kind of
Oh, he angry.
and then the prone goblin is going to stand up and stick out his tongue at you, and he is also going to use his scimitar to try to hit the dwarf. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Miss. Swing and a miss.
Damn you. All right.
Damn.
And yeah, he's also kind of mad, but you can tell like his depth perception is kind of messed up because of the his one closed eye. Moko,
Yes.
your turn.
I am going to attempt to attack the goblin, just attack me.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the arrow goblin or the sleepy boy?
Oh, the arrow.
That was arrow.
Take out that
Does
wannabe green
a
booger arrow.
22 hit.
Yes, it does.
22 hits. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I do 5 points of damage.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He hurting. Mm-hmm. Is that everything? Is that your
Yes, that is my turn.
dope? Celeste, your turn.
All right.
Sleepy boy has gotten up. He looks upset, but it's kind of cute in like a weird way because he's so small.
Okay, so she is going to.
Brown chicken, brown, wow.
She's gonna blow his mind like Gwen
Okay.
Stefani.
She is going to cast Toll the Dead. I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What happens when he gets a natural one? I mean, unnatural one.
An unnatural one?
An unnatural one.
He takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Oh,
buddy.
That is 3 points of necrotic damage.
That is exactly what you needed.
Hell
to
yeah.
kill him, to kill Glob,
Yes.
and he kind of you describe it. Go ahead. Describe
Okay.
killing
So,
Glob.
as Celeste says a quick phrase and makes a few gestures with her hands, this black smoke almost seems to emit from, what's his name, Glob?
Mhm.
A sleepy boy booger, as it consumes him and tears him to the ground.
Oh man, that's
Nice.
gross.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
So he's
I'm
now
All right.
pinned to the ground and dead.
Very dead.
the Guardian says, "Ha! He's a hard booker now."
Oh.
Ooh.
And bonus action, I'm just gonna say, all right, guys, take out the other one.
All right, Kane, you're up.
Okay. Hearing that, Kane is going to march over to the one that is left
Mhm.
and make a swing with her scimitar.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
boy. Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Wow.
What?
What?
Okay, how spicy. It's fine, because then I'm gonna bonus action swing at him again. Okay, does a 23 hit?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna
It
come.
mutilates him.
Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna say, I'm
okay.
gonna come all the way to New York and slap you right now.
Go ahead, roll your damage.
Okay. Hiya! That is full damage, 8 points of
Um,
slashing damage.
because of the fact that it was the second hit that hit, it does. You do not add your modifier, so
Oh,
it's
I
just a
can, because
flat.
I've got two weapon fighting as a fighter,
At
which
first
lets me
level, you
add
already have
my
a fighting style.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
damn! I need to
Hey,
play
you
more
go, girl.
fighters.
You
I need
go,
to play more
girl.
fighters. Jesus. All right, nice.
Yeah.
All right. So how much
Well,
was it?
8 points of slashing damage.
Bleh.
Blade.
Describe, or let me use a phrase that I know we all love and enjoy.
Hell yeah.
How do you want to do this?
um, Kane is just gonna grab him by the throat, lift him up, and just be like, "Yeah, next time you should listen," and just thrust her sword through this goblin's small body and let it drop as she kind of flicks it away.
Wow.
Jesus.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
She got anger
And
issues.
you, you are
Don't
now
judge
out
me.
of you are now
You don't
out
know
of
me.
combat. You are now out of combat.
I'm gonna look over at Moko. Do I know it's Moko? Wait, do I know that it's Moko that healed me?
You
Can I
woke up in his
assume?
arms.
I was gonna say,
I was
assume.
cradling you like a baby.
Okay, she's gonna look over to Moko and say, "Thank you. That's very much appreciated. I will remember this for the future."
You should count yourself lucky. That was foolish to do.
Garden
Yes.
would like to examine the leader's body to see if he finds anything.
Ooh, yes.
Loot the burgers, loot the burgers, loot the burgers.
Sounded
You
like you
know
said
You
it.
burgers the first two
And
times.
what do you want me to roast for you, Steve?
nothing
Nothing?
because when you reach into his pocket,
Uh-huh.
you pull out a piece of paper
Okay.
written in common.
Oh, ooh.
Damn.
When you open the paper, it
Yeah.
says it says the town of Ilfrey will be celebrating a a long-awaited event. This is the day that you should bring yourself and your army, or you should lead your army to battle against Ilfrey. They are mere farmers. They will fall to your blades.
Hmm.
Mm.
I walk over and I show
Now,
the piece of paper to the group.
now,
Hmm.
when you look at this paper,
Uh huh.
Oh god.
Oh no.
roll a intelligence check.
Oh god, is it the same
Uh
like
oh.
font as the letters that we received?
Oh.
Just a straight up intelligence?
Yes.
Damn.
Sweet mama.
Damn.
A 4.
We will never know.
No, everybody.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'll pick a dice that hasn't been a pick for me.
Yeah, let's roll
Ooh.
this one. I'm gonna roll my
Yeah.
wonderful black d20.
13 from Kay.
6.
Oh no.
Ah,
I rolled a
gosh,
10.
a 4. A 4. See that? That's a 4.
Okay.
You have failed me, die.
The 13 was actually the 10 were good enough.
Oh, thank God.
Yay.
Celeste
did
is still
it.
dazed from being unconscious.
The both of you at the same time pull out your letters. You compare the way that certain letters are shaped, the way that it swooshes in a certain way. This is the same person that sent you your letters. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ilfrey.
Dun dun dun.
And that is, of course, where we will end our session for the night.
Aww.
Aw.
To our viewers,
But
thank you for watching.
That's a heart. There we
Thank
go.
you. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope that you will be continuous viewers to our wonderful Magic and Misfits.
And don't forget Maiden Voyage.
Yes. And don't forget Maiden Voyage starting
I will plug it so much.
starting when?
First week of January, probably on Thursday?
Okay.
Question mark?
Oh yeah.
We haven't
All right.
decided
Well,
yet.
well, again, thank you for tuning in. I, of course, am your DM, Steven. And have a good one.